One simple hack to manifest money fast. Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing to more such videos. And hey guys, for those of you who don't know, I'm Parshvika. On this channel, we talk a lot about finances, and now we talk more about manifesting money. Let's talk about what that one exact hack that will going to help you manifest fast. That exact one hack is leveling up. Now, obviously, you don't need to go and blow up and spend so much money or something. You could do mentally. Like, everything is all about what you have inside, and that reflects in the outside world. So if you actually go deep dive into your internal worlds, go more internally and incorporate all those things when you're leveling up, like you're walking down the street looking at the big showrooms, big brands out there, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this expensive jewelry, I'm gonna buy this expensive bag, I already have this expensive car, I got this, I got that. Like, you don't have to go and mentally physically spend the money, but you could actually practice in your mind and feeling abundant, feeling like you have unlimited amount of money, you have like millions of dollars to spend. Like, you can actually create abundance in your mind by leveling up. And obviously, if you can buy something a little bit more expensive, more better or good quality product, then obviously go for that. Let's take an example of the loaf of a bread. If the loaf of the bread, for example, cost you maybe $5 or $6, whatever, and you can actually buy a $10 loaf of bread, which is a little bit higher in price, but it's a better quality, good quality, or maybe whole wheat, less chemicals, less preservative, whatever. It's better quality, better taste, better flavor, more natural, more organic. Then probably go and buy that. It's kind of like a leveling up, and you can do it physically by starting small, and then you can go higher and higher as you feel better and more comfortable. The idea behind this thing is to actually mentally feel comfortable with spending more money, because oftentimes we feel guilty about spending money. We feel like, oh, I spend so much, I don't need to spend that much, I need to save, or I need to focus only on spending on my studies or medical or whatever it is. Like, education and medical are the two things that people think about spending money, but they don't think on actually spending money on dresses, bags, cars. Generally, they don't think. They think about spending more money in the education or in the medicine, and if they have more money, then they spend on the rest areas of their life. You could actually mentally practice that and spending money all over the board, thinking I'm gonna have this, I have this, and mentally actually create abundance in your life, which will going to help you. And you can level up by, for example, I already gave you the example of the loaf of the bread. You could actually do buy something that you really like, that you really wanted. Maybe a terms of a t-shirt, you like one pair of t-shirt, not pair of t-shirt, but if you like a t-shirt and you want a little bit higher in price, expensive, but then you like that one, the quality is good, the print is nice, and it fits you perfectly, you look amazing in that, you feel more comfortable, then go and buy that if you can physically. And I'm not telling you to go and blow all your money out, but if you can, probably do that. If you can't, then don't tell yourself, I don't have that much money, I can't afford it right now, it's too high, it's too expensive. Instead, tell yourself mentally that I will be having the money, or I'm gonna be having money, because money is abundant and I receive money every single day, every single month, every single week, every single year, whatever. Like, you can do these mental practices, a self-talk, a positive self-talk, or kind of like a positive motivation, not really motivation, but positive inspiration to actually build your confidence up, because the more confidence you have, the better it's gonna help you to manifest fast. It's all about the confidence. If you have confidence in something, if you look back in your past, in your life, you had a confidence, I'm gonna do this best, I know I will be able to perform really well, I believe in that, or something like that. If you had in the past and you look back, you obviously performed really well, you had the great results. If you look back and compare yourself with that person of, or that version of you, you had confidence in that. But now you don't have confidence in getting more money, in manifesting more money, maybe because of the belief, and that's okay. You don't need to beat yourself up, but you could actually level up. Like, this small hack can actually do wonders to mentally level up. You can level up physically if you can. Go and do that if you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it physically, just do it mentally. Because if you do it physically and at the end of the day you start criticizing yourself, I don't need to buy that. I buy expensive. It shouldn't be necessary. You start feeling guilty and start criticizing yourself, then this thing won't work, because it's all about the mental work. It's not about the physical. The state of the being is more important rather than the physical action in the manifestation department or in the manifestation world. So if you feel guilty about spending money or spending too much money, then probably don't go and do that. Start practicing mentally first, and then when you feel comfortable, then go and do it physically when you can. So this is like a baby steps you can do. The more practice you do, the better you get it and faster you're gonna manifest. It's all about the practice. Sometimes we do it within seconds, within week, within day, within a month. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but that doesn't mean you're bad or you're doing it wrong or you're not worth it or something else is there. No, it's just the way the process works, and we don't need to actually criticize ourselves. Oh, it's taking me so much longer or something like that. No, whatever time it's taking you, go and do that. The more you do, the better you get it, and it's all about the mental work. If you want to do physically, it makes you feel better, then only do it. If you are doing it physically and it doesn't make you feel good, you itself criticize even more or feel guilty even more, then don't do any physically. Just don't do it. But if you feel comfortable and you feel expansion in taking a physical action, then go and do that. So it's all about the state of the being, and leveling up is all about the mindset, the mental mindset. It's not about physically taking actions. If physical action is helping you achieve that goal, then go and do that. But if it's not helping you, it's actually hindering you, it's stopping you, then don't do that. Focus first on the mental. Start practicing mental. Once you get better at that, once you get comfortable with that, then start slowly practicing physically, and then you have the mental and physical build up together, and we're going to boost up your power to manifest pretty fast. Now, obviously, these steps need not to be the perfect that I'm saying right now. It can be more or less the same, or it can be totally different. It depends on the unique scenario and situation, depending on your beliefs, depending on your situation of who you are as a person. And there are so many factors that determine this. But I'm just saying, based on my own experience, what worked for me, and leveling up does really work. Like, for example, if you buy an apple, like I used to buy the apple. Sometimes I buy cheap apple. Other times I'm like, no, I'm going to buy expensive apple because it's a better quality, good quality, more fresh, more organic, and more healthy, more tasty, more delicious. And kind of like a leveling up in just buying in the apple, like for example. Or you can take this example anywhere and you can put it. And depending on your area of interest, you can do it. But make sure you keep in mind that whatever you're doing it, your mental state of being is really important. So if you are at that pace and you feel mental abundance, like unlimited money, then obviously these things will going to work. But if it is not, then these things will not going to work. Your state of being is really important. That's what they say of end state or state of desired, wish fulfilled, or whatever you call it. That's what the state of the being, and all these techniques, tips and tricks will help you to get that state. But when you're doing these tips and techniques, and if you're not in that state, then obviously these tips and techniques or tricks, whatever it is, won't work, because your state of being is all that matters. These techniques, tips doesn't really matter. You do it because you want to be in that state of the being, or you are doing it because you want to manifest. But you're not doing it just because you can't be in that state of being. So state of being is the most important, and then come the other factors that goes with it. So make sure you check your state of being when you're doing these practices, these techniques, these tips, that whatever I'm sharing, your state of being is crucial. But if you suck, then obviously not going to help you anyway. So look at your state of being, focus on that, and then go according to that. Hopefully you find this video useful. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. Your questions, your queries are really welcome. Any video topic you have, let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you the next time. Bye guys.